It's Week 7 of the National Football League.
And we're going to look at J.J. McCarthy.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Vikings and the Ravens.
And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's Henry on the counter. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lamar now from the gun. Stays in the pocket. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily...
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, another pass on second down. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 4th and 3. McCarthy to throw for it. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Andrews with the catch. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Shut up! Jackson yet again. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Easy, right? A 5-yard gain on the play. Complete to
Hey, middle. 13.
They'll run here with Henry. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. Our score. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He lofts it deep left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. We'll get this to Jefferson. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Vikings 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Ravens. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Cut out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's got it at the 6. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
One after try good by Reichard. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14.
McCarthy to throw it. Flush down now to his left. Hits him on the out route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's trying to push the field. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. First down, here's Lamar. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 22. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
19 point. Here we go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
From the 21. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. This offense in position now, it's 1st and goal.
60 Bobcat.
Tight end going in motion here. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
18 left. 10.
McCarthy looking to throw. And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Wallace with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. So at the end of 2, the Vikings playing rope. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the 2nd half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Vikings. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
18, high victorious, 17. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let go.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Rolling left, buying some time. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Go. Go, check. Hey, check that. Street.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Anthony.
And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. He's going to push one. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Ravens and Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action now with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And that's good for a gain of 5. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. And the Vikings going to the dime package here. Third down coming up. Blitz coming, Lamar. And one complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Second and goal back to all the way up to the 14 here. Another try following the sack. The throw is caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Jackson has it, third and goal. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Bullock's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Offense trying to add to the defense defensive effort and turned 6 points into 8.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson throwing for it. This is caught. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the two-point conversion. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And the Vikings first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings push the lead up to 12.
Ravens 30. Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Wallace with a return here. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get on. Middle.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment plan. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This throw is caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, set. Go.
From the 28. Getting out to his left. Now he fires it deep down the near sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. They did it! He made the interception! And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Taken in by Likely. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made by Mitchell. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will...
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot, and who knows?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. 2nd and 3. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
65 yards, 65 yards. 18 left, 18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
He's back to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Back to the air, McCarthy. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.